immigration agents following the ICE-involved death of Renee Good last week. Labor Department saying today the inflation rate remains at 2.7% year over year. This is ABC News. A former Navy SEAL has been convicted of planning an attack on law enforcement at a No King's Day protest in California last summer. Here's ABC's Jim Ryan.
Security video from a truck stop in Lawrenceburg, Mexico shows Gregory Vandenberg buying 6 large border fireworks and 72 firecrackers on June 14th. The clerk says he told her that he was headed to a No King's rally in San Diego, where he intended to light the fireworks and throw them at police. Federal agents tracked the 49-year-old to Tucson, where he was found sleeping in his car. Vandenberg has been convicted of transportation of explosives with intent to kill, injure, or intimidate. Jim Ryan, ABC News.
Supreme Court this hour hearing arguments over state laws barring trans girls and women from playing on school athletic teams. Scott Adams, the creator of the comic strip Dilbert, has died. He was recently diagnosed with prostate cancer. He was 68. At its peak, Dilbert was syndicated to about 2,000 newspapers nationwide. I'm Sherry Preston, ABC News.
Hey, how's it going? I'm having a stroke. Are you going to shake my hand or what? I'm having a stroke. Come on, you're not even moving your arm. I'm having a stroke. Are you okay? I'm having a stroke. Your face looks weird too. I'm having a stroke. Are you having a seizure or something? I'm having a stroke.
When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear.
I'm having a stroke.
You just need to know the sudden signs. Look for FAST, F-A-S-T, F, face drooping, A, weakness, or S, speech difficulty, then T, time. Time to call 911 immediately, because the sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery. Know the sudden signs. Face, arm, speech, time. Spot a stroke. Fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
KCOM News Time, 10:03.
I-70 is closed in both directions from Desert Springs to Gypsum after a shooting involving Eagle County Sheriff's deputies. A shelter-in-place order is in effect for the area as deputies search for a suspect believed to be armed. Police say it started with a chase along I-70 with a murder suspect who they think may have taken hostages. They eventually used the spike strip to stop the car.
Two parties exited the vehicle and between the suspects and law enforcement. Was injured, the exchange, received medical care on the scene, and then was transported to a hospital.
Eagle County's Emily Arsenault says the other person was able to get away. The manhunt for the suspect continues. And the Broncos host the Bills on Saturday at 2:30 in the divisional round. The Broncos are opening as slight favorites and look for redemption after getting blown out in the wild card round in Buffalo last year. I'm Brenda Stewart.
Now, impact traffic. Yeah, we do have a situation at the tech center right now, north down I-25, the off-ramp, the Bellevue's closed. We've got activity on the highway at Bellevue because of apparently an individual who's closed or flying the DTC Memorial. And as a result of that, they're trying to talk it down and it is jamming traffic quite a bit from around the north. That's going to be a big problem we have right now. We're checking on some construction on I-70 west of I-25 westbound. There's some slowing there, but everything else still light. With traffic at John Steele.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
From Blindster. I started Blindster in my garage back in 2010. Since then, we've sold millions of custom blinds, shades, and shutters nationwide. Our blinds are DIY friendly, guaranteed to fit, and always cheaper than big box stores. Blindster.com.
You could win $1,000. Oh, that's awful. 9 chances a day to win $1,000. Listen weekdays 9 a.m. through 5 p.m. on Denver's Talk Station, 630 KL, sponsored by Window Nation. You can buy windows, but don't have to pay a fortune for them. Well, during Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 Windows free sale, you can also get 0 down, 0 monthly payments, and 0 interest for 2 years. Hurry, sale ends soon, so schedule your free estimate now at windownation.com. I'm worth more. I'm more.
You're right. And we want to pay more at Give Me the VIN. Because good cars are worth more. And so are you. For top price, trust, and ease of transaction, GiveMeTheVIN.com, America's best car buyer.
Hi, educating thunder. Great price options and bank financing? You bet. Kitchens, baths, counters, and floors. Finished basements, windows, and doors. Done right since 1985. Well, sure, done right. Visit DRHI.com. Thanks.
For plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and drains, think Plumb Line Services with quality brands like Carrier. Consumer advocate Tom Martino. I use Plumb Line in my home. Service professionals, 25 years strong. The mission of excellence, character, and ethics. Castle Rock to Brook since 1998. Plumb Line and Carrier. Turn to the experts. No phone call, no hassle. PlumbLineServices.com. Service. Zero risk, guaranteed growth at mymoney.com. Now, here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on the website. Check. That's check. Enter it now.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. We are solving problems every day here, answering questions and taking complaints when it comes to consumer advocacy. I wrote the book, 45 Years in Denver, Going Strong. And all you have to do is call. We have a lot going on every day, and you can be part of it by simply calling us and saying, hey, I want to be part of it. Right now, we have Marc Mager back at the station, the main studio with our guest today. Marc, who do we have? Who do we have today? Oh, I thought we. You know, I've said this before about insurance in general as an industry. The main function of an insurance company is to make more money. They have to either deny claims or delay claims or raise premiums. They don't make money but they do make money on our premium money, but their main source of income is by denying claims, having more premiums than claims, obviously. And they're a necessary evil. But the thing I hate about the insurance industry, they have to do a disservice to their policyholders for them to show higher bottom lines. It's just counterintuitive to me. Most companies, in order to make more money, you do better jobs for people, and those people refer you and love you. With the insurance industry, inevitably, the people who love their insurance companies are ones who say, oh, I've been with them for this many years, but they've never had a claim. So they don't know if they have a good insurance company or not. But most of the time, insurance companies, as Marc said, will do anything they can to delay or deny your claim. That's just a fact of life. It is an absolute fact of life. I often joke that adjusters, by the way, should not be called adjusters. They should be called deniers or decreasers. They very seldom adjust. In fact, I don't think they do adjust claims upward. They adjust claims downward. And that goes for health insurance too. In fact, health insurance is the worst ever. You wouldn't believe, I had the good fortune of having Medicare with a great supplement, and I didn't pay anything during my battle against cancer in 2025. And I didn't pay anything. And people with regular insurance, Marc, the nightmares I hear, they're like some of them are in need of critical cancer care, for example. And meanwhile, they're going through denials and they're going through appeals and fighting. And during that time, they can be getting sicker and sicker. They can't just get what they want when they want it. It's a very, very sad story if you think about what happens with that kind of a situation. So anyway, we want you to call, and we do have an expert on we're going to talk to about health insurance. And it was specifically, I believe, yesterday. What did we have a question about that? Kachina, what did we get them on originally for? Who was the consumer? Oh, that's right. It was the emergency. was emergency transportation. And was it called that? What I'm trying to get it back up again here. Was it Massa? MASA. Yeah, I got it right here. Okay. So as I was saying about insurance, then I'll bring John Jones up. It's really a terrible thing to fight when your life is on the line. And God, appeals take so long. John Jones, he's not an insurance carrier. He's a broker who tries to find Integra Insurance the best deals in health insurance. I'm a believer in brokers. I love brokers when it comes to insurance. I love brokers when it comes to health insurance. I love brokers when it comes to mortgages. I'm not saying you can't get great deals going direct. You can. You often can. But brokers also, you can do it either way. Brokers can also shop for you, and then you simply compare the rates and compare the deals, no matter what you're dealing in. Even car brokers. I like car brokers too. Again, you may not get a great. Mark does his own shopping. He loves doing his shopping as his contacts. He makes deals and does pretty good. Other people don't want to mess with that. They want to get a broker to shop around. And so it really is different strokes for different folks, as they say. And when it comes to health insurance, John, I want to ask you about this Massa in a minute. But first, I want to ask you this. You were in the journey with me over the past year, in very close contact with me if I had any questions about my coverage. John, how is it that I haven't paid a dime? I mean, are there plans just that good that are still available for people? Expenses. Now, somewhere along the line, you even actually saved me some money. And this is a funny story in a way. I mean, I feel kind of bad, but I had to do an interview to get reinsured by the same company because I was trying. Why did I have to be re-interviewed? Because they could take into consideration previous or pre-existing conditions. What were we doing with my coverage? I stayed with the same company. I know that's weird, but it's right. My coverage actually went down in price. Um, right. Yeah. Now on that topic, and then I'll get to Massa because that's important. And then we have our guests we're going to get to. And I want your calls 303 Martino, 303 627 8466. Or when we're in the studio, you can just call direct there at 303 713 Talk, 713 8255. All right. So anyway, talking about health insurance and being re-interviewed or re-qualified because they can take into consideration pre-existing conditions. Let me get this straight. If somebody is turning 65, full retirement age, and they want to get a supplement, do they have to go through medical underwriting? Do they consider no pre-existing conditions for your so people who have serious, yeah. Go ahead. And I did go through medical underwriting, and they asked me all kinds of questions, all kinds of questions. And I remember the poor guy. This was it was late in 24, and they asked me questions, and then the guy made a comment. You're very healthy, 70-year-old, 71, whatever I was, and God, when I think about what they walked into with my cancer, I happen to catch glimpses of the EOBs. And John, there were some months that my charges just for a month were $150,000. 150,000. Anyway, so now we come to this other topic. There are all kinds of plans people can get outside of normal health insurance. For example, there are accident insurance policies people tout. Then there are policies like AFLIC, or where you just get a flat monthly payment. And then there's this new one that I've heard of. It's not a new company, but it's the first time I ever heard of it, called Massa Medical. Have you heard of it? Yeah. Again, we're going to go over this, and I want to know the practicality of this and your experience with people with medical transportation. Is it that plentiful, and do people actually get collected on for it, or would they turn you down if you didn't have coverage? All of that coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. Yes. Oh, let's talk about that for sure. Absolutely. So today is Insurance Day, or Insurance Problem Day if you have them. And I want to talk about, when we're talking about insurance, I also want to talk about estate planning. Dan McKenzie is helping me with my estate, with a trust and will, and business succession and all of that. Dan McKenzie is a great guy, and I urge you to call him if you don't have a will or you don't have an estate plan. They make it very simple, very smart, and they really sit down with you and design something just for you. And he's a great guy. I can't say enough. Dan McKenzie, McKenzie Law, and the number is excuse me, let me give you this number. It's easy to remember. He's local, but it sounds national. 833 CO Plans, 833 CO Plans. All right. Joe Lazara is a criminal defense attorney that I hope you never need. And I say that all the time. But all joking aside, take his name down, because you may have to refer him to somebody, or you may get into a problem sometime where you need an attorney. The last thing you want to do if you're charged with a DUI or a crime of any kind, assault, an argument you had with a neighbor, something, you don't want to shop for an attorney at the last minute, and then you pay these retainers to people you don't even know. Joe Lazaro will talk to you free of charge up front, initial consultations, and then quote you a flat rate price for the entire case. 303 429 6200. 303 429 6200. I love Frank Duran, the realestateman.com. You know what Frank does for you? A market analysis of your home. There are so many people on the fence right now. They're not sure if they should sell, if they should wait, how much they'll get, and what they can buy. All of that can be done in an analysis by Frank Duran, the realestateman.com. He'll go over all of your options, how much you'll get for your house, what he thinks you can sell it for, and he'll compare it to all the comps out there and the supply and demand and the interest rates, and he's pretty dang accurate. Call Frank for a no obligation review of your property. 303 920 1622. Oh, okay. Okay. So it's talk right now. Let me check it. Go ahead. All right. I gotta reboot it. Okay. I gotta reboot